Good morning. This is the 60 Seconds to Serenity with Gregg Hammond. And today is Tuesday, December 12, 2017. 60 Seconds to Serenity is focused on being able to keep your calm mind. Calmness of mind, serenity. It's a superpower, and over the last few weeks, we've been working on having our breath be our starting point. We use our breath and think about a nice, calm, sandy beach like where I'm sitting now. Behind me, you see that calm, sandy beach. And kicking back in a hammock and listening to those waves coming right in and out, very gentle, calm waves, and your breathing is just like that, where you're taking the breath in slowly, taking the breath, letting it come back out slowly, and taking yourself into a calm mind and taking control so that you have the calm mind so you can respond to things within your day. Throughout the day. That is a superpower. And the idea of using these tools, acknowledging that you have these tools, and empowering yourself with the 60 Seconds to Serenity tools that I'm sharing here, it's you investing in you, and you investing in the future. And by investing in yourself and using these tools to keep yourself in a calm, serene mind so that you can respond to things throughout your day, you create a better life for yourself, a better surrounding, a better experience. And that has a concentric ring, just like when you toss a pebble into the water. Like if I were to throw a stone out into the water there, you'd see ripples go off, and those ripples would go all the way out to the shorelines, and as it coasted up onto the shore, it would actually come back out. And they just keep going. So you can send out concentric rings like that. And, well, not just that you can, but you can choose what kind of concentric rings you're sending out, because you are always sending out concentric rings from yourself. And if you're feeling negative emotions, you're going from a higher vibration into a lower vibration. And you want to keep yourself at a higher vibration, because when you're at a higher vibration, that is what you are attracting. That's what is going to be coming in. And by responding to things happening in your day and responding with a positive vibration and a positive mindset, you actually control the situation, because you are in control of yourself and your thinking mind. That's where you have that's where your power is using your thinking mind, your higher faculties. And so the 60 Seconds to Serenity, we're just accessing the thought process of, I want to control my breath to be a little bit slower and calmer than when you're just sitting there and when you're not thinking about it, when it's an automatic thing happening. And the reason that we're doing this is because this is an easy way to begin it, right? And we're establishing something very important, because you're always breathing. And the idea of focusing your calm breath in 60 seconds of time, you can shift into this calm place. I studied with a lot of different teachers over the years, and some of my favorite things that I experienced and learned working with different teachers was meditation. And we did meditation where we envisioned going up to particular places, and we used that. And I will start into that after we've had the rest of this month, most likely. I may start it before then, but this is a simple beginning. The idea is that you are always breathing, and if you can tie your breath into these thought processes of focusing on things like good news, right? There's plenty of stuff out there that could be the opposite of this, and it's disempowering to watch that and absorb that into your mind. You want to focus on good news. You want to focus on the fact that your life just got a whole lot easier because you're using 60 seconds to serenity and your focused mind. And that feels good, right? So the keep smiling and the keep smiling movement is very, very powerful, the concept. And I've launched my first Keep Smiling edition. Keep Smiling shift happens, right? And as you're smiling, the shift will happen. But the 60 Seconds to Serenity tools is also your shift. Your shift is happening from taking breaths in, smiling, keeping the very positive thoughts of the news flash. Bring it in. You want that news flash to brighten up a bit. It will. At first you might not feel that it's bright, and then it will brighten up. And you're using positive affirmations. Now I just penciled these in. Some of what I'm sharing here are things that I've written with the non-dominant hand. And as we've been doing these exercises, I've been sharing things that I've been writing with the non-dominant hand. But if you are with us for many of these episodes of 60 Seconds to Serenity each morning, you know that we've been doing this non-dominant hand exercise to shift in our mind neural pathways, to create new neural pathways. And as we're doing that, we feel what it's like to experience the challenge of something new, something that's uncomfortable. But it's not like going out there and doing something that you're really fearful of. That you're, something like public speaking or talking to people that you want to talk to, but you're apprehensive, or you've been holding off on doing that, or lots of things that people sort of never really get the courage. They think in their mind, I'd like to do that. Tomorrow I'm going to start today. Today you start, and the non-dominant hand exercise takes us through this experience of what that's like just at the beginning, right? Because you're sitting somewhere and you can stop and then refocus. We started off with just writing your name, right? We've been building and building and building so that you can add to this. So this camera being backwards so you can read it always tricks me a little bit. So we've got your name, you're putting the day, the month, the day of the month, the year, the time of sunrise in your location, right? And the time of sunset, the temperature that you have there, and then wind direction, and I added in humidity. So, for people who are really wanting to write something longer, this is where I was working on that last year, doing paragraphs of that. And so the things that I write, like these positive affirmations, are done non-dominant hand. You can see these are just statements about I am healthy, I am happy, I am helpful, right? I live in paradise. I live in paradise because the mindset of paradise, not that I live in a particular place that somebody might classify as paradise. Somebody might say, I love living where it snows all the time, and I can see the whole, mountain fill with snow and then melt away, and then, get that brief time of summer, and then it snows again. Somebody might say, I love living where it's full of palm trees and blue water, and that's their idea of paradise. And somebody might live in a city where everything is brought to them, and their transportation gets them everywhere, and they don't even need to own a car or anything like that, and that's their idea of paradise. But no matter where you are, it should be here in your mind that you are feeling that you are in paradise everywhere you go, using these 60 Seconds to Serenity tools. Breathing, and then focusing your higher faculties with positive affirmation, positive outlook, and the gratitude, right? Our gratitude list. I have my non-dominant hand exercise continued into my gratitude list for the day. And I have these things on here. There's things, places, people, experiences that I'm giving thanks for. I'll keep holding these up, and I have some more good news, right? Check that out. Whoops. Hey, I had it upside down. And I was trying to adjust this camera. It took me a little while. I have like 12 cameras here. And this one, I was having trouble getting to where it wasn't out of balance there. I wanted to get it level so that you could read things. And it seemed like that was more challenging than it should have been. But I made it work. So on the list, you'll see I have interesting things here, right? Vacuum cleaners is one of them. I happen to like vacuum cleaners. I like to vacuum. Bird song. I like the sound of the birds singing. And I like to hear the different birds singing. I like to hear when the birds are singing and they're listening to each other, and which birds are singing certain things to each other. They're communicating. And I like that. Washing machine I have on here too, because I like to get my laundry done, and I like to have a washing machine that works. I think that's a tremendous luxury. I like the falling leaves. I have that on there, and I like the different trees. I like that in the outside the Guitar Castle here in Washington D.C. I have some specific maple trees that when the leaves change, they just go through the most dynamic change of color from the greens, and they shift into just a brilliant red, and everybody likes to come see those particular trees. I also have on here the United States Postal Service, because I like being able to go to the post office and send something to somebody. I think that's an amazing, awesome, cool thing. Postcards and Global Jam for Peace stickers and magnets. And so I'm actually headed out today. I got a couple people that I'm sending to. I think Dave and Dawn are on the list for receiving some of those stickers. Now, if you want the Keep Smiling cards, go to the Daily Smile, and you will see you can get these cards for friends all over the place, because this is the global movement, the Global Jam for Peace tied with the Keep Smiling movement. You can order these to send to a lot of people. And as you're doing your 60 Seconds to Serenity, one of the things you want to think about, and it's best to start with somebody that's been very influential. Did I tell you how much I appreciate you, right? And then start thinking about everybody and how much you appreciate them, the people who have helped you understand where your trigger points are, the things that you start to react to, and then say, oh, I should use my 60 Seconds to Serenity tools, and use my breathing and my mental focus to take myself into a place where I'm on a very high vibration, right? Up, 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 as high as the palm trees, higher than the palm trees, right? So a list of things that you're grateful for. I think, oh yeah, I'm grateful for being able to see those leaves. And then as I'm breathing, I'm thinking of that, right? So you're tying these things together. Another thing is I have a gratitude stone where it's smooth on one side and it's very rough on another. This is a very flat stone that I found when I was out hiking, and it fits right into the palm of my hand like this, and I can put my hands together like this. And good morning, I see people jumping on from all over. I love it. It's so nice that people are able to join in the morning when I do this, and or catch the broadcast later on and share it with friends. And I see that people jump on from the UK and from New Zealand and from Australia and from Japan. And Japan, that reminds me, this month is the month that the movie, there's a documentary film. It's actually a long film that I was in, talking about the Global Jam for Peace and talking about working with at-risk kids with music and mentoring and tying that together. I will let you know when that movie comes out. I'm excited and very grateful. That's one of the things I'm very grateful for, is that the team reached out to me, the film crew and the producer reached out to me and asked me to be in that film. So I'll tell you more about that on another episode here. But back to the stone, right? I hold this. You can have something like this where you keep it in your pocket. I also have a silver coin that I keep, and that helps me to remember to respond to things instead of reacting. All right, and that's the idea, is that you're keeping yourself in that mindset. It's like the waves you would have on a beach, just like behind me here. So if you would like a sticker, message to me with the best place to send that. If you want the Keep Smiling cards, here we go, Keep Smiling, go to the Daily Smile. You can get as many of these cards for free. The cards are free. You have to pay for the shipping. You can also get free shipping if you go over to Delighted, and I wrote it down here, but I'll need to put a link. You'll find a link. If you go to Keep Smiling, you'll find a link to Delighted where you can buy gift cards for yourself or for somebody else. If you buy, for example, a $25 gift card or a $50 or $100 gift card, that money will go to the charity that you choose. There's a bunch to choose from. And what I'm, if you're like, well, I don't know who I want to give it to because I haven't researched, I'll tell you the Unstoppable Foundation is amazing. Look up the Unstoppable Foundation. I highly recommend that you support them in their endeavor. The work that they are doing is amazing. It's five levels of preparation so that children in Africa can have food, drinking water, basic survival. And so it's food, water, shelter, and the clothing and medical, and then school on top of that. They make sure that these kids are healthy enough to be able to go to school, and the story is amazing. Cynthia Kersey is the visionary behind that, and I'm looking to do some work with them. I support them, and when I make my contributions online to the Keep Smiling, and if you can read this, fantastic. Share this with somebody. Share this with somebody. Here we go. Here's another one. I have to figure out which side is right side up. I don't always, because I haven't yet taught myself to write all these languages, and I say yet because I can, and you can do anything you want to set your mind to. So with that, I'm going to hop off here and say have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow on Monday through Friday. If you're looking for the 60 Seconds to Serenity, it'll be Monday through Friday. Saturday is the free guitar lesson. Sunday is a day of no video broadcast to give you a break so you can go back through and watch all the other ones, repeat all of those, take some notes. This will be up. I will have these, have my team working on setting it up so that we have it on YouTube where you can go back and check these out. We're laying a foundation. We're preparing a garden so that we can plant some seeds in 2018. I'm just helping you. We're begin this very gentle, easy 60 seconds to serenity. So you have these tools to respond and start changing the things around in your day, changing the way that you respond to things. Things will start to get better and more focused. And this is a perfect time of the year when there's a lot of challenges, because at the end of the year we have holidays, we have busy time, people rushing around, and there's a lot of potential pressure on you in an emotional way, in a mental way, and so don't let yourself experience that, because you have control. Keep a calm, serene mind. Use the 60 Seconds to Serenity. If you've just tuned in and this is one of the first ones that you've seen, go back and watch that. Go back to my timeline. They're posted there from all the way back in October. And hydrate. 6 to 8 ounces of water, sipping it through the day, especially if you've been consuming some other liquid that will pull the water out, because your body uses that. If you get to even thinking, your brain's using it. So, all right, I gotta hop off here. Peace, love, and music. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.